That's right, Rob, you're first. Welcome. What's going on, Toby? Good evening, everybody. We're getting ready for late night crypto talk. Bitcoin Brandon, I see you, Rakeem. How you doing, Shauna? Get started in a couple of minutes. What's going on, Robert? What's going on, Roman? Another day in crypto land. How you doing, Alan? Dee, how you doing this evening? Go ahead and type. Where are you guys from? Type in the chat box. Where you logging in from? Sometimes we have people not only in the United States, but all around the world. How you doing, Charles? Campbell Scott's Aussie, huh? Got Brooklyn in the house, Seattle, Las Vegas, Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri, Houston, Texas, and I am in Los Angeles, California. That's Michigan, New Jersey, East Coast and West Coast, and worldwide. Charlotte, North Carolina. Shauna, what's up with your crocodiles or the alligators in North Carolina? I saw a video today. I had never seen this in my life. But the swamps are freezing. And the alligators are freezing in the water, but they stick their noses right above the ice. And then they go into a hibernate state. So their bodies are frozen, but they're still breathing. I was like, what though? Never, 41 years old, and I never saw anything like that. Never saw that on Discovery Channel. Went to basic training at Fort Leonard Wood. Alright, let's go ahead and get started with some not so heavy news tonight. I like that. No gators in your hood, huh? Not your part of North Carolina. All right, I want to start with, of course, some international news real quick. Because you guys have been wondering what's going on with the markets lately. And they're drop, dip, going up and down, really down lately. It's because of what's going on in South Korea. And I will put a link to this article here for you. But it's what's going on in South Korea. South Korean authorities points its searchlight on the bank accounts of cryptocurrency exchanges. There has been a lot of scary news from South Korea concerning Bitcoin and cryptocurrency regulation in recent weeks. Just yesterday, the South Korean Financial Intelligence Unit and Financial Supervisory Service said they would jointly inspect the bank accounts of cryptocurrency exchanges in the country. 1 week, one trouble. This has been a hell of a week. A way to start off the new year. The Financial Services Commission and the Financial Intelligence Unit, which are two critical financial regulatory bodies in South Korea, said on January 7th that they would scrutinize bank accounts of cryptocurrency exchanges in 6 major banks in a bid to check money laundering and illegal practices. Now, why is this important? Why do I even care? Well, when you see what's going on in another country and how they're trying to crack down on their crypto community, it might happen here. See, they're going through the bank accounts now to see, all right, who's putting Bitcoin in their bank? Where's the money coming from? And what is their excuse to doing this? Oh, we want to make sure there's no money laundering going on. You want to know what the real reason is? They want the taxes. They want to make sure people are paying taxes. It ain't about no freaking money laundering. Because if that was the case, you just might as well go ahead and shut all the banks down right now. 99% of all money laundering is happening with fiat currency. So if your concern is money laundering, shut down all the banks. They're the biggest frauds and proponents of money laundering out there. But that's the excuse they're using. Here's what they say. The officials will carry out an intensive probe into virtual accounts that the 6 lenders have provided to cryptocurrency exchanges, said an official of the Financial Services Commission. I see you, Lashana. Good evening, Rudy, and Emmanuel, and Rakeem. All you latecomers. As of December, the number of accounts related to cryptocurrency exchanges came to 111. That's not a lot. 111? Oh, exchanges. Korea has 111 exchanges? Wow. And their combined deposits are estimated at 2 trillion. Oh, that's won. 1.8 billion. I'm about to say, what? The authorities will check whether the 6 banks carried out their obligations to prevent money laundering and managing virtual accounts. This is called overkill. Overkill. That's why money laundering is not the reason why they're doing this. The Korean authorities have declared they will block inflows of funds into exchanges and shut down crypto exchanges found wanting in any way, and will also stop banks from issuing new virtual accounts to cryptocurrency exchanges as from January 20th. The chairman of the FSC held a press briefing on January 8th to further shed more light on the inspection and other vital issues about regulation of cryptocurrencies. The country's most senior financial regulator, Choi Jong-koo, said, "Virtual currency is currently unable to function as a means of payment, and it is being used for illegal purposes like money laundering, scams, and fraudulent investor operations. The side effects have been severe, leading to hacking problems at the institutions that handle cryptocurrency and an unreasonable spike in speculation." It is important to note that South Korea has been in the process of regulating its cryptocurrency ecosystem since 2017. On December 13th, as reported by BTC Manager, the Korean government held an emergency meeting concerning cryptocurrencies, focusing much attention on the Bitcoin boom and ubiquity in the country. On December 3rd, we also reported that the Korean authorities are putting the finishing touches to the regulation of cryptocurrency space in the Asian nation. The latest move by the FSC to look into bank accounts of cryptocurrency exchanges might be a part of the new crypto regulation in Korea, and this could have a dire effect on the cryptocurrency market in general, because one of the significant strengths of Bitcoin is in its decentralized nature and near anonymity in financial transactions. So it's important to pay attention to what's going on in the other countries and how their governments are reacting. We see what the United States is doing. Criminalizing it, banning it, and having as many obstacles as possible. Not only for businesses trying to do business in the crypto space, but also for you guys that's trying to invest in it. They're putting so many freaking roadblocks up, it's ridiculous. And you can thank the President of the United States for signing the new overhaul of the tax code, because that royally screwed all of you that want to participate in the cryptocurrency industry. You may not realize it yet, but you will when the tax man comes a-knocking. All right, let's go on to, thought this one was interesting. When was the last time that you ever got a bonus on your job? I mean, it's been a long time since I've had a job. And I remember everybody at work was always getting excited about their year-end bonuses. In fact, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Anybody seen that movie? National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I love that one. That's one of the funniest ones I've ever seen. Especially when I was younger. I watched that. Me and my family watched that every year when it comes to holiday time. That one and A Christmas Story and What's a Wonderful Life. You know, these are classics. But in National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, the whole point is that, what was his name? Ed? Ted? I think it was Ed. I don't remember. The whole point is he was waiting to get his Christmas bonus to put in a swimming pool. And everybody was relying on their Christmas bonus. But that year, they didn't get their Christmas bonus. Anyway, and he said something important. He said, when people rely on Christmas bonuses as part of their salary, you can't just pull that away just because. And then he reminded them, hey, buddy, it's just a bonus, meaning I don't have to give it to you. But I remember bonuses over the years started getting scarce. It went from, yeah, we're going to give you an extra $2,000 or $1,000 and then $500 because it's long gone 2%. Then it was, you know what? Your Christmas bonus is going to be a free Christmas party on the company. That's right. Y'all get to come on out to the Queen Mary in Long Beach and have dinner for free with all the co-workers that you don't even like anyway. How many of you guys like going to company Christmas parties? I hated it. I was notorious for missing company Christmas parties. There's a reason why everybody gets drunk there, because you don't want to see each other all day, every day. We want to see you again at dinner time. Yeah, maybe a gift card. Or this one. We're going to do Secret Santa in the office. That's your Christmas gift. Until they said, yeah, $20 budget. $20 budget. Oh, man, I miss those days. No, I don't. Not at all. Not in the slightest. So, Wall Street to splash out year-end bonuses on Bitcoin. What? Now, this isn't, the job you work at. We're talking Wall Street. We're talking people who are already rich. All right? Just like what the tax code's supposed to do. Bail out people who are already rich. Meltem Demirors, director of the cryptocurrency venture capital firm Digital Currency Group, predicts the cryptocurrency market to mushroom as the Wall Street bonus land on January 15th, 2018. Many experts believe Wall Street follows the money. Of course they do. As should each of you. Follow the money. It's the river of money. I got to sidetrack for a second here, because I used to say this. Before I was into crypto, I was into e-commerce. All about e-commerce. E-commerce was disrupting every major financial institution on the planet because people would rather shop online than go into the store. We called it the death of the malls in America. So my point on that is this. You say follow the wolves. In my old presentations, I used to say because e-commerce was also an economic shift in wealth. Cryptocurrency is taking it to a whole nother level. But when you follow the money, you got to picture this river. Money is the river. And on that river, everybody is out there fishing for money. Now, some people have a speedboat. Some people have a surfboard. Some people have a paddleboard. Some people have a yacht. Some people have oil rigs. But the majority of the people are sitting on the banks with a fishing pole, fishing for money. But when the river of money dries up, and it actually never dries up, it just changes course. When the river of money changes course, those that have a yacht, an oil rig, a boat, move with the flow of the river. Whereas the majority, you're right, Rashida, with no freaking bait, using our left toe as bait, the majority of people sitting on the banks of the river with their fishing poles, all of a sudden the river dries up. And you're like, where'd the river go? And you never ask yourself the question of, hey, where'd the rich people go also? Where's the yachts? Where's the speedboats? Where's the parasailers? They followed the flow of money. That's what we need to do. Do you know what that new river of money is right now? Cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is that new flow of money. So follow the wealthy people. They follow the flow of money. Wall Street. All right. That's my side tangent. Many experts believe Wall Street follows the money. It is conspicuous in the current scenario that no business sector can offer a return on investment such as the cryptocurrency space. Stop right there. You see that? No business sector can offer a return on investment such as the cryptocurrency space. How in the world are you making so much money? They can't sustain it. It's going to go out of business. No, it's not. Not when they dropped $700 billion in 12 months. I'm sorry, $700 billion in 5 months in one industry. There's plenty of money to go around. You just got to be in the right place for it. You may not be in that river of money in MLM anymore. Travel industry, they'll always have a river of money because everybody wants to take a vacation. Everybody wants to get away. Health and wellness, always so-so. You just have so many businesses in health and wellness fighting over the same piece of the pie. So, let me continue. The cryptocurrency space is where the money's at. The crypto space is about to witness more sudden spike and drops in the coming next 12 months correlated to 2017. According to Demorers, institutional investors will venture their bonuses on cryptocurrencies alternate to traditional investments. On January 3rd, 2018, she tweeted, "When Wall Street bonuses hit bank accounts on January 15th, I imagine we'll see a crypto buying spree of epic proportions." Epic. That also means those who are not getting their bonuses in Bitcoin, they're going to spend it on Bitcoin. And we're not talking a couple $1,000. When Wall Street people get bonuses, it's in the millions for their performance for the year. It's in the millions. That's why they said it's going to be a buying frenzy, a buying spree of epic proportions. Which means, here's a little bit of insider trading or knowledge that's being shared here. You might see Bitcoin dipping right now. But when the 15th hits, you're going to have a whole bunch of rich people flush with more cash, ready to go buy more Bitcoin, which means the price is going to go up after the 15th. It's just like people know, businesses know tax season. They know when to advertise the right commercials, during tax season, the cars, the vacations, the expensive stuff, they don't advertise the rest of the year because they know you're too broke to do anything about it. But around tax season, March and April, they know people got cash. They got their tax returns in. It's time to go buy those Jordans. Time to buy that PlayStation 4 or that iPhone 10 or 15. It's time to take that vacation. Buy that new car. Go buy that new Gucci purse. Y'all women know what I'm talking about. Get your hair done and everything. So pay attention to the 15th of January. Rich people flush with cash. Speaking to Business Insider, Demurrers expects a buying spree from Wall Street's bankers once big year-end payouts releases. Get ready for an explosion, she said. Hint, 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 hint. Over the past 12 months, some Wall Street executives have criticized the Bitcoin and the overall cryptocurrency market. Although some regret being a crypto critic. Recently, JP Morgan Chase CEO Jamie Dimon regretted labeling Bitcoin as fraud. He's lying. Although he still is not a fan of cryptocurrency. He doesn't regret anything he said. Everything he says is calculated. Everything he said is for his bottom dollar. Which means the question we should be asking ourselves is, why is Jamie Dimon pivoting right now? Why is he changing course publicly right now? What is he up to? This man is the GOAT in the banking industry. He's no dummy. He knows more about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency than I do. He's been in it and watching it far longer than I have. And he has far much more money invested in it than I do. His organization controls billions of dollars worth of crypto. So when he says something publicly, there's a reason for it. We just don't know yet. Watch their actions. Don't worry about what they say publicly, but watch their actions. Wall Street strategist Tom Lee forecast the price of Bitcoin to double or triple in 2018. You guys see that? I mean, what is the current price right now? Let me hit the refresh button. The current cost is $14,590. Do you know what double that is? Double that? Almost $29,000. Triple that? $44,000 per coin? Let me go back. Several Wall Street bankers have warmed towards crypto space. Demurrers. Oh, wait a minute. I missed something here. Okay, Wall Street strategist Tom Lee forecasts the price of Bitcoin to double or triple in 2018. Lee spoke on CNBC's Futures Now, said Bitcoin could regain the $20,000 milestone by mid-2018 or earlier. We think that by mid-2018, we're going to be part of the way there, and that's why we get Bitcoin to $20,000, said Lee. Several Wall Street bankers have warmed towards crypto space. Demurrers only points how traditional investors would gamble their bonuses on cryptocurrencies. According to Bob Graham, cryptocurrency expert at Friedman, an accounting and advisory company, indicates bonuses paid in Bitcoins can attract talented workers. The Bitcoin bonus could be one of the methodologies in recruiting better talent into your organization, said Graham. Wall Street may promote traditional investments, but it can't avoid ignoring the cryptomania. All right, you know what they just admitted to right there? And I wonder if the bank's going to pop up on it, because they always say, there's no value to Bitcoin. There's nothing backing it. The value of Bitcoin is what we say it is. As long as we want it, it's going to have value. As long as somebody else is willing to trade you something for Bitcoin, it's going to have value. And here you've got the most talented people on Wall Street are using Bitcoin as bait to bring in more talent into their organizations. If Bitcoin wasn't worth nothing or had no value, then it wouldn't be given as bonuses on Wall Street or used as bait to attract talent. You see how they always contradict themselves? They say one thing and then do something else, or even outright say something different, kind of like the president does. Flip-flop on it. Now, the final article. And this one should be interesting, because I have people ask me this question all the time. How do I talk about Bitcoin to friends and family? How do I strike up a conversation with my buddy about Bitcoin that maybe they need to get into it or stuff? So this article says, it's an op-ed. Why bars are my favorite places to talk Bitcoin. Why? Because everybody's drunk? Or they're a little bit more open? Let's take a look here. By nature, I'm a bit of an introvert. So am I. I am an introvert. It may seem like I'm all outgoing. That's business. I can handle myself in any situation or public and with a large group of people. But I would much rather be left alone in solitude. I'm a homebody. One person that met me was like, man, it's like night and day. I thought you were this way, but you really, yeah, just want to be left alone. And you got those. Then you got the extroverts that are, they're all over the place. Then you have the introverts that are really just, I know some of them. But I'm a mixture of both. I'm an extrovert when it needs to be. But by nature, you know where I'm at on a Friday night? I'm at home. Every now and then, take the wife out, do all, but I'm a homebody. All right. So he says, by nature, I'm a bit of an introvert, but being new to San Diego, I've been making a concerted effort to reach out and get connected to what this city is all about. And I'm not going to lie. I love sitting at a bar with the martini in hand, conversing with any stranger who dares sit next to me. That's the one thing I hate to do. That's the complete opposite for me. You can't see me just chilling at a bar, striking up a conversation with folks. My business partners figured this out. What was it? A couple of years ago, we were all in a convention in England, Birmingham. And on the flight home, Birmingham is like, if you're in California, is like Ontario Airport compared to LAX. So there's only maybe 1 or 2 flights a day that comes to New York. So we were all on the same flight. And everybody, they wanted to chit-chat and talk to each other and talk about their experience and all that good stuff. I just spent the whole weekend talking, okay? Talking to everybody, taking pictures, doing the red carpet, being on stage, training. When I got on that airplane, I put my hoodie on, my headphones, my sunglasses, and I slept the entire way across the Atlantic. And all my business partners was like, man, Brandon didn't say a word. I didn't want to be bothered. It's nothing personal. That's just how I am. All right, so fast forward to last week when I discovered a cool local spot called Martinis Above 4th. The guy seated next to me struck up a conversation, which of course led to the topic of Bitcoin. You know what? I think that's the problem right there. If I'm at the bar, I'm not trying to have a convo with another dude drinking a martini. She better have legs and looking fine as hell. I'm having a conversation with. All right, let me continue. Delighted to discover that I was a Bitcoin writer, he began shooting questions at me in rapid fire succession. One question that was particularly amusing amid an eye roll from his girlfriend was, gee, is there a way for me to create my own digital currency? I just smiled and proceeded to show him the basics of setting up a Bitcoin wallet on his phone. Let's just get you a wallet now. Creating your own crypto is a bit advanced. So it's best that we discuss that at a later point. Okay, he responded with a big-ass grin. He then proceeded to buy me a martini. Score, So I guess he helped somebody with no understands some Bitcoin and got a free drink out of it. In the meantime, you know what would turn me on, that would be sexy as hell if I'm sitting at a bar? If a woman were to come up to me, because 9 times out of 10, I'm going to probably be wearing some Bitcoin branding gear on. You got to brand yourself when you're out and about. And she may say, excuse me, sir, I couldn't help but notice. How many of you women are used to hearing that line? But she says to me, I couldn't help but notice that you're wearing something about Bitcoin. I'm actually invested in Bitcoin. This, and that. Oh, you got my full attention. Full attention. Don't matter how, well, yeah, it helps that you look good. But that, you got my attention. You want to talk Bitcoin? We can talk about that all night long. All right, so in the meantime, the woman seated on my other side had been listening in. Hey, she shouted while carefully jumping off her bar stool to head home for the evening. Here is my business card. Can you send me a few recommendations for places where I can buy and sell Bitcoin online? I'm really interested in learning more about all of this. Hey, this guy's onto something here. Talk about a pickup line. I mean, let's analyze this for a second. Women are attracted to, and it's not just about the looks, right? But a gentleman who might be about something, right? They don't necessarily need to be rich. Of course, you may say that helps. But if you are at the bar looking for a dude, and you got one dude at the bar talking about his motorcycle, you got another dude at the bar talking of sports, then you got another dude at the bar talking Bitcoin, which one of the three do you think's got some money? Right? So you kind of lay it out there. Yeah, I'm in the Bitcoin space. What? You become an instant star. Hey now, I need to share this with my little cousins. What does Robin say? The argument will soon become just because the coins have value does not make them money. Once you buy coins, they are no longer money, just like buying a house or a car. Yeah, that's all true. All right, so let me continue here. So she said, here's my business card. Can you send me a few recommendations for places where I can buy and sell Bitcoin online? I will respond like, sure, let's do it over dinner tomorrow night. What time can I pick you up? That's what I would have said. She says, I'm really interested in learning more about all of this. Yeah, let's do it after Star Wars is out right now. Let's go see a movie and we can talk Bitcoin. When these sorts of encounters take place, and here's another thing too, guys. I hate talking on the phone. I talk on the phone to do 3-way calls, and I have like a 5-minute 2-question limit. And I'm not even gonna lie, unless you're a woman. I can't even lie. If you're a woman, you got my attention. We can talk Bitcoin all night. I ain't even gonna lie. You call it sexist or whatever. If you're a dude and you calling me up and you want to spend an hour of my time talking about Bitcoin, you got 5 minutes. But if you're a girl, well, I'm talking like I got a beer in my hand right now. All right, let's finish this. When these sorts of encounters take place, I'm often reminded of how I first learned about Bitcoin. You guessed it. It all happened at a bar. The year was 2013. A meetup of the Colorado Bitcoin Society. It was held in a cavernous, dungeon-like bar at a place called Southern Hospitality in downtown Denver. The general manager of the space at the time happened to be Sean Owen, now the founder of the Salt Lending, a firm that supports loans denominated in national currencies backed by blockchain assets, including Bitcoin. Upon walking in, I was struck by the motley crew of attendees. Some who I met at the bar shared tales of not having showered or shaved in months. What the hell are you doing at the bar, you stinky? amid their newfound interest in crypto. Over time, this group became my community. It's where I crossed paths with the likes of Eric Voorhees, Roger Ver, Charles Hoskinson, and tons of others. You know what? Those names may not mean anything to you. But let's say you love basketball. It's like saying, yeah, I was at the bar chilling with guys like Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Yeah, LeBron James stepped in the house too. That's how big these names are in the crypto space. There are many lessons I learned from those that I crossed paths with over the years around our common interest in crypto. In terms of newbies you might meet while sipping a martini or otherwise, here are a few tips that I suggest to help them feel welcome. Get them a wallet right away. All right, here's a pickup line, guys. Pickup line for the bar. Get them a wallet right away. Have them download one right on the spot. Otherwise, what you share might be a bit fuzzy for them the following day after those drinks. Airbits is my favorite starter wallet because it's so damn simple. Airbits, I don't have that one. Send them a few dollars oh. Hey, I wonder if that might be considered like solicitation, like I'm paying for your company. But that's smart. Yeah, girl, I'll hook you up with knowing about Bitcoin. Let me see your cell phone. Not only am I going to put my number in it, I'm going to get you your own crypto wallets. That's right. You know what? Watch this. I'm going to show you how cool this is. You looking at your wallet right now? I pull out my phone and I send her a couple of bits of Bitcoin from my phone to hers, and watch that little beep pop up on her phone and watch her face light up. Oh my gosh, I just got Bitcoin. Ah! Man, if you know what you're doing and you know all about crypto and you at the right spot, you're going to get all the women. Send them a few dollars of BTC. Sorry, if you're a guy, I ain't sending you no doggone BTC at the bar. That ain't happening. Every time I've done this, people just light up with excitement. It's an excellent way to get them engaged immediately. You know what? I was visiting my mom, and she sees me because she's not on Facebook, but my dad is. Now, my father, you have to understand, my career to his is night and day. His name is on the side of the building at Union Station in downtown Los Angeles. He built that building. He was CEO of the largest water district in the United States. He worked for the same job for 43 years. It was the only job he had coming out of high school. From washing cars and driving company execs around because they had a hiring policy against minorities, to becoming the man. So for him, the American dream was true. I took a different path of entrepreneurship. There's more risk in that. So he never has been able to really bond with me in my career choice. You should have seen the look on his face when I told him I was retired at the age of 35 years old. He couldn't comprehend that. Well, what do you mean you're retired? What do you mean you don't go to a job anymore? How are you going to eat? He didn't understand that part, that concept. But he's on Facebook. So he sees and watches everything I do. He doesn't respond, but he's watching. And he tells my mom. See, my mom is the same type of spirit I am. So while he may not get too excited, he's proud of me, but he may get nervous. My mom is like, tell me more about this Bitcoin stuff. Tell me. And what happened, I went over there and said, well, she wanted to get all involved. So I said, all right, get your laptop out. I set her up with her first Coinbase account, and we bought $100 worth of Bitcoin, and she was bouncing off the walls, calling her girlfriends in the church group that she owns some Bitcoin. She was all excited about it. Got that right, Rick. You're going to bust yourself on that treadmill right when a fine girl's walking by. You know how many YouTube videos we've seen that happen? Don't be that guy. Anyways, let's get back to the article. Recommend a resource because they'll leave with lots of questions. I always try to recommend a website or book for them to reference. My favorite of late is Crypto Assets, The Innovative Investor's Guide to Bitcoin and Beyond by Chris Berniski and Jack Tatar. Invite them to a local crypto meetup. No, what are you doing, man? That's not my style. I'm not meeting up with people locally unless it's for business. Get them connected with others. Believe me, it will help to make their experience with crypto that much more enriching. No. See, we talking about the hookup here. Invite them to dinner where you can have a nice, quiet, private crypto conversation. And then you know what that can lead to? Because then you can turn around and say, but I got something that's even better for you. There's a documentary on Netflix called Banking on Bitcoin. You know what we can do? We could Netflix Banking on Bitcoin and chill. Wink, wink. Bitcoin can get you some booty. Hey, it can. You know, I am more active when I travel. Instead of when I'm at home, I'm a real homebody. But when I travel, I'm very, very active. I'm going to mess around and try some stuff. Going to London in April. And it's going to be the Bitcoin Expo. So while I'm out and about, because I have to, spread your wings a bit. Sometimes step out of your comfort zone to meet new people. I'm going to try that type of conversation out on new people and see what happens. I kind of already know how it's going to play out. But I'm going to do that. I'm going to meet somebody. I'm going to be like, while every dude in here is trying to get in your pants, talking about how beautiful you are, let's talk crypto. I'm messing around. Not really. I'm messing around. Anyways, that was a fun article. Hope you guys learned something new from it. Oh, Christy, you came on and you just missed all the fun. I was being silly tonight. Go back and you want to listen to this from the beginning. Christy from Alaska. I was being silly tonight. It's Jairus Coleman as well. Y'all coming on after I was. See, what I just did is more Jairus Coleman style. That's Jairus Coleman style. To use that crypto, be silly like that. That's not too much my style, but I know how to do it. And I'm a. Uh-oh, Shauna, I forgot Shauna was on here listening to this whole time. Shauna's been knowing me for years. She knows how I am. But if you guys just came on, yeah, you want to go back and listen from the beginning. This was funny. The ultimate pickup line. Crypto. You at a bar. You're trying to make sure that you stand out from all the other dudes up in there. Pull out your smartphone. Open up your crypto account. And kind of set it on the table for a second. You what? Like, I was meeting with a tax guy last week or 2 weeks ago. And I had my phone out when we were talking. And one of my investment accounts was open, right? And he was asking me questions about, my sources of income and stuff. And I said, well, here's one right here. And he looked at it, and it was like $943 or 40 something dollars in it. And he was like, so what's this amount here? I said, that's what I made today. And he says, what do you mean? I said, that's what I've made on my money today. And he looks at his clock, and he's like, it's only 10:30 in the morning. I said, exactly. Exactly. He was like, man, imagine you doing that at the bar. You just kind of have your phone sitting out there. You kind of bring out, hey, what do you know about cryptocurrency? Watch people's face light up. You tell her, pull out your phone. I'm going to do something for you. Because she doesn't know nothing about crypto. You have her download a crypto application, a crypto wallet. You send her a couple of Bitcoin. Oh, wait. Let's be real here. You ain't sending her no freaking couple of Bitcoin. A couple of Bitcoin bits. You know, like $5, $10 worth. Enough to buy a drink. Let that cha-ching hit her phone and watch her light up. And she's like, tell me more, tell me more. You'd be like, yeah, sure, over dinner. In a nice, quiet, intimate environment. What time can I pick you up tomorrow? Or at breakfast. Hey, I'm just saying. I'm just saying, you never know. It might be breakfast. All right, I'm done having fun tonight, guys. Why am I in such a good mood? I made a gang of money today. I ain't even going to lie. I'm not even going to lie. I'm looking at my screen right now like, you've got to be freaking kidding me. Anyways, it's great to be in the crypto space. Think like Bruce Lee. Move like the river. Follow the money. Wall Street money. You guys joining us late, go back to the beginning and listen to from the beginning. I gave some lonely man out there a way to get him some crypto booty. I guarantee you it will work. Guarantee. All right, good night, everybody. Bitcoin Brandon out. See you tomorrow morning if there's some important crypto news to share. God bless. Bye-bye.